Welcome, I'm Amy, and today we're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, or perhaps more particular, the hypocrisy of Disney with James Gunn and Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I'm just about finished with Kingdom Hearts 3, and all in all, I'm enjoying the game. I know there are people who, aren't, because, Kingdom Hearts is absolutely ridiculous at this point, but I'm enjoying it. Look, the original PS2 games are stolen from me, but, I have the PS3 releases, I have the complete collection on PS4. Off-screen, there's Kingdom Hearts 3. I have, which one is this? 358/2. Oh, those are showing up on the camera. Okay, 358 didn't because it's behind the chair, though. But yeah, no, I've got them all. I've definitely been paying attention to the story. Not too much Union Cross, although I did watch a fairly in-depth video about that. And I did watch, the back cover that they released in 2.8. So all in all, I'm actually enjoying Kingdom Hearts 3. I do have some nitpicks, like, I wish the drive forms were back, or I like the ability system in Birth by Sleep best, or I hate these social media-esque loading screens. Just give us those little mini, LCD-style games, and let us play those in the load screens. That would be much better, instead of this asinine social media thing. But like I said, I'm enjoying the game. I'm actually just enjoying kicking back and playing this one. Like, I've just been kind of thinking, I'm just gonna, play slowly and, get all the synthesized and mini games and all that stuff. It's like, and that's what I decided to do. But all of a sudden, it's like, I actually want to see the end. Let's get to the end first. I think I will go back and do a lot more stuff, though. Which I did not do that with Kingdom Hearts 2. I, however, put a lot of time in Kingdom Hearts 1. I liked 1 more than 2. But that's really not what we're talking about today. Like I said, let's talk about Disney and their problematic actors. This all started with a tweet. On May 29th, 2018, Roseanne Barr, star of the recently revamped Roseanne series, referred to Valerie Jarrett, a senior advisor of Barack Obama and a woman of color, as, and I'm quoting here, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby. Soon afterward, ABC Entertainment, which is owned by Disney, axed Roseanne. She blamed her racist tweet on Ambien, but the makers of Ambien actually put out this perfect gold little nugget. The company, having fired Barr, cited, Roseanne's Twitter statement is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we have decided to cancel her show. The show would eventually come back as The Connors, but only with the matriarch having been killed off-screen. And this isn't really what this video is about, but something happened to Roseanne at some point. Here is a scene from a Season 7 episode.
Why didn't you just say that you were Gina's father?
You need to know all your customers' names before they come into your restaurant?
Hey, Mr. Williams, you think that you know what happened, but that wasn't what happened.
If he was a white guy with the exact same build in those exact same clothes, you would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad one of us is sure.
And here's a photo that she took for, and I am quoting the name here, Hebe magazine in 2009. And this is not an inconsequential point, otherwise I wouldn't bring it up, but Ms. Barr is a supporter of Donald John Trump. This video won't be completely apolitical. On July 20th of 2018, Trump critic and writer and director of the Guardians of the Galaxy series, James Gunn, would be fired from Disney. In the days leading up to his firing from Disney, he posted several anti-Trump tweets, including this gem on July 18th, 2018. Children are being used by some criminals on Earth, like the orange piece of shit who demands we give him money for a wall before he agrees to protect them. It was these anti-Trump tweets that was the catalyst for his firing. Many right-wing folk were upset with James Gunn's tweets and tried to put on a false equivalency of, why is what Roseanne said so bad, but this is okay kind of stuff. And they caused a ruckus and convinced Disney to fire him for past tweets that he made. And these past tweets are quite abhorrent, I will say. And they're incredibly sophomoric. The problem is, Disney knew about these tweets. This was addressed a long time ago before he made the first Guardians, and his very first movie is Romeo and Juliet, which... yikes. But it didn't seem to matter until it started to affect their bottom line. I'm not going to defend his tweets or his past comments, but I am going to say that's not who he is anymore. If you want to see evidence of that, just watch the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. One of the main enemies in this series is toxic masculinity. They get into so much crap because of toxic masculinity. And, I mean, the mere fact that under James Gunn's watch, Gamora and Peter never got a kiss, that was not on his watch.
Ronan the Accuser! You are the one who transmitted the message?
But really, at the end of the day, those two are not who I want to talk about. Who I want to talk about are the problematic actors in Kingdom Hearts 3. I just led with that because both of them were fired for having inconsistent values. So these people and what they have done, logically, are not at odds with Disney's values. And luckily, Johnny Depp is not in this. Captain Jack Sparrow is, but here he is played by Jared Butler, who I think does a fantastic job. And it's probably not because Depp is a wife beater or that he called for Trump's assassination, but is most likely because he is just really, really expensive. Like, he requires a lot of money. Anyways, though, full speed ahead. I don't know why that's the sign I used for full speed ahead. What is the ASL sign for full speed ahead? You know what? I'll look at that later. It's just that... Alright, first person first. This is probably the most inconsequential of all the actors here, and actually that's the order I'm going to go with. I'm going to do most inconsequential first, then a step up, and then who I personally think is the worst of these actors.
Unlike darkness, there's
But first and foremost, in the role of a young Ericus, is Drake Bell from Drake and Josh fame. Now, if anybody's followed him on Twitter, he likes to start fights. He's tried to start fights with Katy Perry and Justin Bieber, and even Josh Peck he's kind of had beef with on Twitter. It seems like that's kind of mended, but yeah, he just tries to cause crap. The real problem I have here is that when Caitlyn Jenner first came out as transgender, Drake Bell basically said, hey, I'm going to continue to dead name. And even in his apology post, he continued to say him and his. He continued using masculine pronouns. So he's just at a complete loss here. And the odd thing is, I mean, I think I've heard that he did a stage version of Rocky Horror a couple years back. It's like, I mean, Rocky, let's be honest, the creator of Rocky Horror is pretty transphobic too, but I don't know. I would think fans of Rocky Horror would be more open. But really, at the end of the day, that's all with Drake Bell. Not a whole lot. The first world we visit in Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually not an original world or anything like that. It is this time Olympus, the setting of Hercules. And I didn't know that James Woods was going to be in this. So imagine my surprise when I heard him. I honestly thought because he retired because, oh, conservative folk can't get work in Hollywood. It's like, I was thinking, okay, he wasn't going to be in it, but had I really been paying attention to his tweets, I would have noticed in March of 2018, he said he was voicing his role. And for the record, I'm not saying the problem with James Woods is that he's conservative. In fact, if you're conservative, fine. Don't be an ass. James Woods is an ass. He is incredibly transphobic. He pushes conspiracy theories, including but not limited. Well, okay, so these ones he pushes, but he kind of does that thing where he distances himself. He's like, I'm not saying this is a fact, but just look at this kind of thing. Like, he has promoted Pizzagate in that way, and he has also promoted the idea that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is actually dead. One thing I will give Mr. Woods is actually during those California fires, he actually put his time and resources and his Twitter to try to help find people that were trapped in the fires or, trying to help out however he can. And, good job. That wasn't a sarcastic clap or anything. Seriously, good for you, dude. In fact, he even tweeted out that he was willing to help Alyssa Milano save her pets. However, this is where things become a problem. James Woods has been accused by several women that he had, well, let's just say he hasn't come out of the Me Too. Well, okay, there are women, young women, or women who were young at the time, like underage, have said that he was inappropriate with them. So he has several Me Too stories on him. You know, that takes back any goodwill he may have earned with the fire thing. In fact, just seriously, fuck him. Or better yet, don't. He should go fuck himself. So, let's just say, because Disney has not let him go for these statements, they seem to agree with this, and this. Just as an example. However, and I said we were going in the order from least whatever, just like not a big deal, to yikes. Disney kept TJ Miller. If you do not know who TJ Miller is, he voiced Fred in Big Hero 6, which he's returning as that character in Kingdom Hearts 3. I kind of never realized how much that character annoys me until now, although it may be because he's TJ Miller and I've learned that. And he is Weasel in Deadpool. So, for those who don't know what his deal is, he has several Me Too stories himself. He is transphobic, and this is why he's at the worst. James Woods, he may have promoted stuff that could incite violence, possibly, but TJ Miller called in a false bomb threat because some woman on a train was ignoring him. Okay, so I looked up the CNN article about it. I couldn't find, confirmation that it was because she was ignoring him or whatever. I just remember hearing that. I'm gonna look for more of sources on that. If I can find it, I will post it right here or somewhere. It'll be in my bibliography as well. He called in to 911 saying there was a female passenger on the train who continually was checking her bag and that she had a bomb. This turned out to be false, and he was, taken to court about that and everything. Nothing much has become of that. Oh, hey, I'm looking at some stuff. Turns out he also bullied a female co-star in Silicon Valley. Because of course he did. He negotiated a plea deal to avoid trial. Of course he did. So, just again, as a reminder, Disney has, by enacting, said, these align with our values. And this was in March. This is when they were doing filming for the voice work for Kingdom Hearts in English. Or at least, for Olympus, so I imagine they had time to take him out. I don't mean kill him, I just mean get a replacement. There is one problem, however. Well, actually, I guess two. First and foremost, I don't know if Christopher Plummer was available. Maybe they couldn't get him. I don't know. The second thing is, I don't know I don't know their contracts with their actors. I know they like to give first rights of refusal to the original actors, but I don't know if that's actually in their contract. Because if that's something the actors have in contract, there's not a lot Disney can do. So what's my point in this video? I don't know. If I gotta play Kingdom Hearts 3 with all this in mind, so do you. And, the unfortunate thing is, the most inconsequential, if there is a contract, is the only one that they could have really prevented, and it's not that consequential. Like, I hate it that Drake Bell is transphobic, but I can see that just being something Disney just doesn't know about. Although, I think maybe whenever they hire a new actor, they should just Google actor's name controversy to see what they can find. But hey, thanks everyone for, watching this video. I forgot to wear rings again. I got the makeup and everything, brushed my hair, forgot rings. I always forget to wear rings. What the hell? But hey, thanks for watching me kvetch about Kingdom Hearts 3, or more accurately, the people they did not cut from Kingdom Hearts 3. Inconsequential video, but it's actually kind of one that I wanted to make. Again, I really don't know what Disney could have done. I don't know how much was in their power. I imagine they would have a clause in the contract saying, hey, we have every right to drop you if you be a dumbass, but I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, and one thing I do want to say about Kingdom Hearts 3, everybody seems to be giving a lot of praise for the Toy Story world, and the Toy Story world is actually pretty good, and actually the voice of Woody is Tom Hanks' brother, Jim Hanks. But I actually want to give a shout out to the Big Hero 6 world. That one was pretty dang fun. And also, I actually want to say the Pirates of the Caribbean world. Yeah, they are rehashing the story of on Stranger Tides. That's what it is. But I actually kind of like how they did it. It's like Sora and crew just kind of get sidetracked for most of the plot and just come back at key plots, which, out of all the ways to minimize a story, I feel like it was probably one of the better ways to do it. And I mean, that's kind of standard for them to miss the key, or to be there for only the key plots. But I don't know. I really thought, because the crew was gone for most of their stuff, that it really worked. I've seen some people liking the Monsters, Inc. world as well, but I have some problems with that one personally. But it's, to each their own. But hey, thanks for watching this incredibly inconsequential video. I'll be back next time with something else. So be on the lookout. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Remember that you are valid. Bye-bye.